Good morning everyone, afternoon, evening, wherever you're watching from. James here, or Lucid Tendrils, whichever one you prefer. Today we're in a game called PLAYNE. It's called PLAYNE, the meditation game on Steam. Developed by, I might butcher this name, but Krish Sri Kumar. And developed or published by Vismaya. It's called PLAYNE, the meditation game on Steam, but it's pretty descriptive of what it contains. It's just called PLAYNE. I wouldn't say it's a meditation game per se, but it does have a few interactive elements. Spent a little bit of time with this game, so let's get right to it and see what people have got to look forward to. We've completed our meditation for today. We come back tomorrow and meditate to continue growing your plane, although you can come in here and meditate whenever you feel like it. The fox doesn't have nothing to say to us. From time to time he'll have a few things he'll want to say to us, which is quite nice. I've already been meditating before I knew about this game, for a few years on and off, but this game seems to have helped me develop a bit more of a habit for it. Since I'm using Steam quite a lot, I'm always looking at and seeing this games in my library, of course. I've turned the volume decibels a little bit further up, so the sounds, most importantly the spoken audio, can be heard. So I'm going to play for a meditation with spoken audio so people can hear the basic gist of what's going on. Here we have our progress, which will show us the levels of which we've attained. I think this is a cumulative, it doesn't reset, so I've already gone to level 3, unlocked Rain and another story chapter. I'm not going to spoil those for you. If you want sort of things like that, there might be videos on it. Or you can play the game yourself and discover the story for yourself. Anyway, got that to look forward to progress with. I seem to be in the dark here, so not sure where this game is based and when it goes daylight, but let's try and find our fox. Meditate, achievements, that's pretty self-explanatory. It shows you the achievements you've unlocked and what you still got to unlock. Got my effort here. Level 3, days meditated 18. Current streak of 1, yeah. Highest streak of 11, that can go very high if you're very dedicated. I mean, you don't have to just assume your streak inside this game if you've got a very good routine set up and schedule. But this will create a good habit for people to get into if they find maybe making time and a habit for meditation is a little bit difficult for them. Anyway, I think we might have looked at this already, no? That's basically shows the fire habit building mode. You can change that to passive. If you don't like your fire, keep going out every time you lose your streak. Let's get straight to it and see what we've got. This is the one we're going to start with. It's PLAYNE Meditation A. You've got varying different meditations for calm, clarity and growth. The foundation. That doesn't have any guided spoken word though, so we'll stick to one of these ones so you can have some spoken word from the person involved with the game, I think. Or provide at least some of the wise narrative. So people can get an understanding of what's going on here. So the core meditation with guided audio that helps us realise the nature of our mind. This wisdom can help us transform how we relate and respond to our daily living. Recommended duration of 20 minutes, we're going to stick with 5 because I don't want to waste too much of your time. Not that this game wastes time, it's just, you know, staring at a screen mostly with nothing happening. I don't want to be going on for a long session like that. We've got different bells you could choose from. They all make lovely sounds. I'm going to stick with number 5. I like changing it once in a while, but we'll stick with number 5. Obviously those who have headphones might want to use them for a better experience depending on the kind of person you are. I wouldn't say the best experience because meditation never required headphones to begin with, but that's completely optional. It's good that they include that in there. We can choose our scenes, different locations around this map. We usually like to choose this right in front of our fire, have a little bit further away, more near the water, a few nice trees in the background, or one just over a bit of a river. I like to stick close to my fire. And change the weather. Nice clear sky. You can see the stars. We can change this to wind and cloud. The stars will disappear, giving us a different background. And if we choose go one further to rain, you can see the place you're in suddenly filling up with water a little bit, and if you can hear it or not, the sound of rain. Quite a marvellous sound. And there's some sounds in the background I've noticed with the headphones on from the music, which is really celestial type of kind of thing, calling to the back of yourself. Anyway, get mumbling too much. We'll choose the Play Meditation A and see what people have got to look forward to. Enjoy. Let's start by breathing. As the bubble grows, you breathe in naturally. And when it breathes out, you breathe out. This is just a warm up. You can follow the bubble as a guide. It's not absolutely necessary, but it does generally help a lot of people with keeping a breath regulated. Because sometimes with the different heartbeats, depending on how you're breathing, it's sometimes hard to get them breaths right. But the audio is about to start, so I'll be quiet and let people listen and see what's going on.
In this meditation, we are going to explore the nature of our thoughts. So let's begin. Close your eyes and bring your breathing back to its normal rhythm. Are you breathing?
Are you breathing?
To answer that question, you became aware of your own breathing. Keep your awareness on your breathing. If you like, you can place your awareness on the physical sensations of your breath, like how the air expands around your abdomen or how the air enters and leaves your nose. Remain aware of your breath. You'll notice that thoughts will start to appear. When you observe a thought, acknowledge it by clicking your mouse or tapping the space bar, and bring your awareness back to your breathing. Remember, you're not resisting thoughts from rising, and you're not encouraging thoughts from rising neither. You're just watching as the thought comes and watching as the thought leaves, just like the tides in a river. Remain in this awareness of the breath and observe as thoughts appear and disappear. If it makes it easier, every time a thought appears, you can acknowledge it by tapping the mouse button or pressing the space bar.
Space bar
Sometimes
pressed.
we'll forget to remain as an observer and we'll get lost in a thought. When your mind wanders like this, just bring your awareness back to your breath. In this meditation, you're exploring the nature of your thoughts while using your breath to remain as an observer and not a participant in your thoughts. For the remainder of the meditation, all you do is this. Keep your awareness on your breathing. When you observe a thought, acknowledge it by clicking your mouse or tapping the space bar, and bring your awareness back to your breathing. I'll leave you to complete the rest of the meditation. If you need further guidance, then follow the instructions on the screen.
Use the bubble as guidance, but only if you want. Keep your awareness on your breathing. Feel the breath in your body. Click your mouse button when a thought rises in your mind. Do not encourage any thoughts. Do not resist any thoughts. Just watch them pass by. I won't remain in silence just for the last bit. I think they're in segments telling you how many minutes are left. So we're in the last minute, of course. That was a well-spoken, clearly spoken guide. Gives you a basic gist of what goes on. And that was PLAYNE, the meditation game. After your meditation is finished, you'll get a nice little ding and a few lovely words that come on the screen. Ralph Waldo Emerson says, "Nothing can bring you peace but yourself." Jiddu Krishnamurti, sorry I butchered that. "It is love alone that leads to right action. What brings order in the world is to love and let love." Oh well. "Today I escaped anxiety, or no, I discarded it, because it was within me, in my own perceptions, not outside." By Marcus Aurelius. I mean, there's lots, well, there's a few different nice words and wisdom from good people. No Ni Nikshan, or whatever is pronounced. Huge sort of Buddhist monk, meditator, sort of wisdom person in the East. I've probably pronounced and butchered that name completely, but he's the only person who I haven't seen on here who I reckon his wisdom and words would be good in a game like this, but there are some nice people here. Anyway, you'll be greeted with this screen. We have the meditations and the streak. You have a little interactive thing there. One thing I will say is, I don't really go and... I did it the first couple of times, press the space bar when I had thoughts, but eventually that ceases to exist, and you can stabilise the mind in meditations to not really outright reject things, but acknowledge them to a point where they don't become the sole focus of your mind. I mean, silence is the natural state of the mind. It's all the noise that makes us stressed. At least in my opinion anyway. But that's PLAYNE, the meditation game, people. It's just called PLAYNE. You can pick it up off Steam. And if you are thinking about going into any kind of meditation, this is certainly in the right steps to get people into a habit. Game looks wonderful to boot. And yeah, that's basically it, guys. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. And increasingly keep having a wonderful day. I'm gonna quit out, continue with my house chores, finish my coffee, yeah. Back playing some games. I'll see you all later. Oh, just quickly, you can also have these daily reminders if you want. Get reminded to meditate daily on Steam. Feedback, gratitude, I think that's a donation thing. And you also got Evolve, a massive open world island for you to explore and grow your forest. You must first finish PLAYNE to unlock this game mode. So yeah, and Sandbox, create your own plane, plant trees, shrubs and grow your own unique plane by meditating. I mean, people who've already meditated before this will know exactly what this guy is on about when he's talking of meditations and stuff. It's very on point. Obviously, there are many different variations and debates on what's the best and proper meditation, but really, there isn't one proven meditation that works for everyone. Everyone's got to find what works for themselves, because everyone's different. Anyway, this is Plane, Place to Be. I'm Lucid Tendrils or James, whichever one you choose. And yeah, bye. See you next time.